could have swore it came out the other. Oh, it's hurt.
But did it help you? That's my question.
It helped some, yeah. Yeah.
Mike Berry gonna be here today?
Who? I don't know. I haven't heard from him. I saw Stephanie yesterday and I said, Beach knows about this. There he is. There he is. Y'all know Mike Berry.
No,
Okay.
I don't see you for a while. How y'all doing?
Been doing well, sir. And yourself?
Busy.
Yes. Yeah. I've been much the same. I think I saw a fire truck last night.
Sold one? Yeah, auction?
It was an older one that we had that was replaced, and it just took about 6 months to kind of get everything lined out and get it up for sale. So, I think we, 90.
90. That's pretty good. 90? 1990?
1995.
years old?
Yeah, 95, 96.
Oh, the main drag.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be your best. I haven't yet.
Yeah, about 35, 40,000.
Original tire.
Huh?
Original
Yeah,
tire.
original tire, yeah. Uh-huh, yeah, yes, sir. We actually had a new engine in it, I don't know, 3 years.
That's right.
That helps the value of it and everything, yeah.
Beginning of our new.
Uh,
So Patrick's doing the thing.
Patrick is taking care of things, right?
I'm just sitting in for Stephanie, she's out of town. I don't think the guy can handle some of it.
I don't even have the agenda and all that, but, because she and Aaron are both not available.
Well, I mean, this is just kind of a status update.
Yeah, status
No,
update
not- it's-
is all we're going with, and the only thing I was gonna do
She would say.
was read the
"You're
minutes
easier to
from,
write,"
yep,
then
yep.
say go on from there.
Right, so, I can go ahead. Are we recording now, I guess?
Stephen just walked in.
Did he walk in there
I
and
can make sure that he did.
turn it on? Thank you, sir.
So John, are we in casual mode today?
I apologize.
Oh, God, that's unacceptable.
You're gonna point that out to me. I actually ditched the tie to come here.
Oh, look, though, he's got nice shoes on. He doesn't have tennis shoes on.
Hey, I started running again now.
Oh, did you, really? Oh, man.
Stephanie caught me jogging last night.
I got you. I got you. Mm.
I played pickleball for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay, thank
Was
you.
it fun?
Oh, well, I was sore the next day. I didn't think I was.
Wow. I've got a niece whose husband, of all people, plays pickleball. This dude used to play NFL football, and he's 6'4". When he was in training, he was 314. He's down about 250 now, but he's that big hog is out there playing pickleball. And that's crazy, yes. All right, we're going to go ahead and get on with this. It's going to be short and sweet. Bring the meeting to order at 1:02 on Thursday, March the 13th. We're here at the LaGrange Code Enforcement Board, and we have with us Mr. Mullins and his representative for an update from our last meeting on the project down there at his property. So go right ahead, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Jonathan Matthews on behalf of TKCM Ventures LLC and Mullins Turf and Lawn Care LLC. This is for case, I believe case number 240181 and 25001. So just as a recap, last time we met, we approved an abatement plan. It was a 45-day abatement plan running from February 7th to March 24th. So we're kind of in the second half of that. My clients have been submitting progress updates. They submitted a total of now 4 updates: February 13th, February 21st, March 3rd, and March 7th. Those were by email to Officer Winter, and now we've added Patrick, Mr. Schulte, to the list as well. And as you know, weather conditions have created some delays. It's sort of hard to believe now because this week is so perfect, but it wasn't just a week or so ago. We had some really, really inclement weather. also installed a permanent 20-yard dumpster that was installed on February 28th for bi-weekly service, which I think will completely prevent the issues that code enforcement has seen. The detention basin cleanup was particularly challenging because of the weather and water and floods. We've had, since we last met, we've had ice, we've had rain, we've had significant mud. I know there's still significant mud, which makes it difficult for some of the heavier equipment to get back into that basin area.
Right.
But they've made major progress in the upper field area, which is now completely cleared of debris. There was one slight hiccup a week and a half ago where they were doing some brush burning and some material was maybe left over from the sortation process. They've addressed that, and Officer Winter has been helpful to let us know. She's been keeping a close eye. So they've prevented that, and I think now we're clear of the brush burning.
We're not burning.
I'll hear it recorded here now.
Yeah, so essentially at this point, the upper field section, if you recall from the layout that we had, there was about an acre and a half of upper field section that has been cleared of any natural debris and brush and things. It's just barren dirt right now. There is a pile of rubble, if you will, just broken block and things like that. That I talked with Patrick here and he both agreed that there's an area that we're going to move that into, and then I've got a big pile of natural limestone that's it's about 5 feet the wrong way. That needs to move out of what is the natural drain easement on the property. So there's a jigging on a 650K bulldozer that's scheduled to come in, weather permitting, in the next couple weeks to push all that rubble into a sloped off part of the property that we just want to grade out level with everything else. So he said that would make good natural fill, that would be acceptable. We'll move that way, and then attempt to then take a 22,000-pound machine down to the detention basin. We've hand separated and pulled and thumb pulled and grapple claw pulled, everything that we can get where every limb, bush, stump is kind of woven in together. We attempted to burn segments of that pile out, but as we got in, we realized that there's some pallets and deck treated lumber, perhaps, whatever that is. Some of that, not knowing exactly where that's from, over the last 25 years, how that's gotten in there, but it's in there in that hillside. So we're pushing that out with that dozer. We're going to push it back up to that top field that's nice and clear, and then kind of spread it out and sift through it, and then separate it correctly like we did the last time with the initial top. So that's the next big move. I expect when the dozer gets on site, we'll make quick work of a lot of the issues. So right now we're at a little bit of a stalemate, but all in all, it's been a vast improvement of what it was once.
Right.
When it was raining real bad recently, how did you observe the water flow going down? Was it like creating erosion again, or is it kind of following it where it's supposed to go?
I mean, it's still following the intended path, or I guess at least the current path. Is it creating erosion? Yeah, absolutely. That's still occurring.
Sure.
Both on the way to the detention basin and on the way out of the detention basin. It's doing it accordingly. So, which I'm assuming will be where you come in at some point. But yeah, it's still got massive flow that comes from the top. And there's actually, I kind of left it now because I'm just kind of taking pictures of it as it grows. We're getting debris from upstream coming down, and I've got this massive like bird's nest of debris now that's caught on those rocks I've left there. And just to kind of show you what we catch downstream at any given time prior, that would be littered through that field. And so it's substantial. It's probably from me to you, pile of just limbs and various other things that are coming downstream, which inevitably, without our debris in the way, would just end up in your drain. So,
Right.
but that'll be something to deal with once we get there.
So have you found actually where the drain is Yeah.
We've got a good general location. There's a small little puddle pond again that's about the size of this. That is the lowest part of the detention basin, and it's got standing water in that very area. So I can only assume, both just knowing where the pipe is on the adjacent side of the dam and that location, that it must be in that area. So Patrick had asked me once I come down with the dozer, like, if I'm clearing that area, just be cognizant of the pipe being there and try not to damage that pipe if in case they can reattach or reuse. So once we cross that, but I've not made it, that's not been part of my current plan as far as that's not where we're at in the cleanup. So I've not been that far.
Can't you make a deal with the Lantern project next door and say, when y'all are gone, can I use that and come over here and,
Yeah, they're pretty good with it, I think.
Yeah, they're moving along right now, so they got.
I
new
noticed
trucks, they got
that.
their gravel basin, so.
All right.
But yeah, that same dozer they have is what we have coming, so.
Gotcha.
I'd love to borrow them or.
That's
or,
what- yeah.
Like, hey, can I get you to do a day's worth of work over here?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
your going rate?
yeah.
It's probably about what I'm. gonna
Don't have to pay for
borrow.
transport, it's already there, so, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give them easement access.
Yeah.
So,
You all have multiple workers there on a regular basis.
I've had anywhere from 3 to 6 guys there every single day for 8-hour days. So we've already logged over 340 hours, man hours. So, just actual physical work, so
Gotcha.
at an average of $19 to $24 an hour, that starts to add up.
Mhm.
But my guys appreciate the work, so. More than I appreciate pay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they've taken substantial effort. I hope that was understood and taken seriously. Obviously, the safety concerns come first with some of this heavier equipment back in the basin. I've been telling them, make sure safety is a priority when you're doing that part of it. But I think at this point, they're on track with a few small detours and unexpected weather. But other than that, they're tracking and doing fantastic, frankly. I'd originally discussed with Officer Winter a 90-day abatement plan, which is what she originally suggested. And to show good faith, we wanted to do it quicker than that.
All right, all right.
But I think at this point, any input from the board as far as what they should be doing, or if they should focus on any particular area as we kind of close in towards the end of March would be helpful.
I spoke to Stephanie yesterday, and she didn't really have anything other than, because you all had been communicating some anyway. I don't have any kind of suggestions or anything. In driving past, just a quick look, see, I said, gosh, they've done something over there. I didn't know what. I didn't go down in there. I was going to, and all one day, and then my wife called and said, can you pick up this at Kroger? And I got sidetracked, so I had to go back, and I never did stop back up there. But I appreciate, you all, the effort and the frequent updates and so forth. Hopefully we won't have any more snow and freezing weather. I understand we may have some rain and all here. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Yeah. But I understand we're going to get some rain and all here over the next couple of days, and that might slow you down. But, I think you're doing a fine job from what I'm hearing, and it'll beat that 90 days that Stephanie was talking about, certainly. Again, I think that we were going to have you guys come back on a monthly basis with updates, just like you did this time. And so then our next meeting would be April the 10th, I believe. Is that correct, Beach? It looks like here, yeah, second Thursday of the month. Yeah.
Still at 1 p.m.?
Yes, sir, 1 p.m. right here.
Patrick, what are you hearing from county engineer? When is he gonna look at how it should be leveled out or something? Has Jim had a chance to?
Jim would probably go back to the original plans, and I will agree, they've made a lot of progress. I mean, the upper side's looking great, and it is too late to get the bottom.
Right.
Talk about that. I mean, it's literally meant to hold water. So the bottom's gonna take a lot of dry out, versus continue to get rain. So I think we're more accurate, probably 90, and 45, which is just realistic. We like to see progress, that's what we've been seeing, which is great. So
There you go.
what he has planned for the next is we'll move a lot, and then we'll see. And I'll offer right now, when you're ready to do that lower part, I can come out there and have the sharp line in, for the dig. We think we know where it's at. There's definitely, you can follow the basin in, and we can see a low spot that's holding a lot of water. It's because it's all running to that point, which is what it's supposed to do. So it is good to see the progress.
All right. Sound like a
Corey,
concern.
is that parking lot up the top where the pretty flat area is, is that just like, is it just a huge collection and just deluge the valley?
Yeah, so the parking lot, so it's kind of,
Because I know
Even when we
it was
purchased the
down to the
building,
bedrock last time.
yeah, so I had, when we had purchased the property, I had stated, again, just because I'm in an adjacent profession where I deal a lot with drainage and grade and things like that, and didn't understand why they ran the drainage on the building the way they did versus the 10-foot easement on the back of the building and drains in the same area. And everything on the parking lot slopes all to one corner. And so it all runs to that corner of the property. I mean, every bit of it is a funnel that runs to that back corner. So yeah, it's still stripping the parking lot and the upper field, and then the backside of that detention basin. There's 3 or 4 major runs that you see coming off the parking lot that are just eroding down through the tree roots that are disposed in the backside. So the more that we remove in debris, the more erosion issues you're uncovering. So.
Well, I was asking about the parking lot that's not even yours, the one at the very top.
Oh,
Is
you're
that-
talking about where the branches are coming down.
Yeah, I mean, you really
Oh,
don't have any
yeah,
control
I
over
don't-
that. I mean, that's not your thing.
I don't go up there, so.
I mean, I'm just wondering if you would just observe it being the source of a lot of water.
Oh,
That should be.
100%. Yeah, there's no doubt. Like between, again, I've never Magellan my way up to the bus depot at the top of the hill, but
It's 100 acres probably.
there's a lot of property in between, and we catch it all, and we are the catching point of that. And which property is it coming from? Maybe all of them, honestly. But yeah, I don't know that there's any one belligerent source that's creating what we're catching. I think it's kind of a catch-all, essentially, and then it gets strung out over the backside of the property.
Yeah, you got that whole bus area and the administration building, there's a whole lot of pavement, concrete.
And there's a lot of open field. So,
Yeah, there's an empty 5-acre lot up there that has easement access on the other side of that, and house, business. And then, of course, the elevated parking lot that you're familiar with that, the business front, everything comes off of their parking lot and dumps right down on us too, so, I mean, we catch it all.
Well, like I said, it certainly sounds like there's a very concerted effort into, making progress with it. I think the board appreciates all of that. Hopefully, I thought that was rain. There'll be, may not seem like there's light at the end of the tunnel just yet, but it'll be all completed at some point. Move on to the other part of the project. Did you have any other questions for the board or for each then, or?
I don't, other than thank you all for your time with this and your direction and guidance. I will just preface that, still heavy on their minds is getting perhaps some relief from the fines, but
questions, then, I'll take, we adjourn.
Yeah, I'll text you when we get that site. Yeah, I'll push around a little bit. Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well, my intention is to basically come down and do that area. Kind of, you can kind of see it all, we kind of working up at that. I don't know. Take that, push it all straight.
What was the guy's name?
Well, like I said, I realized that, right?
I didn't even know it was.
That would be a good idea, that would save time again,
Yes.
You know, but do we, I mean, does the code require